Now, let me exit. Let me telnet back, and this time when I use admin, password Cisco, I just come to my regular prompt. So if I wanted to get in with that user, I'd have to use the enable password, right? But I don't have an enable password set. So just for argument's sake, let's just set an enable password of, oh God, you know what? Let's make it really strong. Let's make this sucker really strong. All right, too strong. Oh, enable pass. That's one hell of a password. Right? I wrote it down, put it on a post-it note, stuck it on my monitor. I'm good, right? Cool. Now, let me write that to memory. Oh, that's R2. Password. Oh man, I'm never going to remember that password. I'm never going to remember that password. That's alright. I'm going to go back. You know what? Let me telnet in and use root? Okay. Before I do that, let me just do something here real quick. Now this is why physical access is so important. Okay? If I don't have physical access to my switches, alright, somebody can get in, or let's just say that somebody, I'm administrating my network from Starbucks, because I'm lazy that way. Network engineers are inherently lazy. Alright? And I'm going over an unencrypted network. And Joe Hacker just so happens to be sitting 2 tables down, and he's running AirSnore. Okay, which is a packet capture utility, and he's piping it to Wireshark. So just for giggle's sake, GNS3 comes with a packet capture utility. If I right-click, okay, I had that from last time. I'm going to click Start Capturing, choose that interface. Wireshark is going to launch. Okay. Now, if I go to R2, and if I ping my interface, hey, woohoo, get some traffic going here. If I go to my refresh, wham, I see all that ICMP traffic. Right? Pretty cool, huh? Well, now I got to administrate my router. Alright, so I need to telnet to it. And I'm going to use root and my password. And no. Oh man, what was the config? Let's see here. Show run. Get all that information. Now, if I refresh my capture. Uh-oh. Looky there. I got a telnet session that started. Analyze. Follow TCP stream. Alright. So, okay, I learned my lesson. Not a problem. Stop my capture. Go back into R1. Not a problem. Oops. I can't administrate R1. That's alright. I'll figure this out. Config T, no. Service. Password encryption. Woo! I'm lucky I'm root, man. I might not be able to capture that thing. Alright? So just for giggle's sake, let's change that enable password so it's not too strong. Enable pass. Actually, I tell you what. I'm going to show you a magic trick. Okay? Go ahead and type in a password. Any password you want to in there. Say when you're done. Just hit enter and just scroll up. I promise I won't look at it.
Scroll up.
I'll just hit enter a bunch of times. I'll do show run and page up.
You want me to scroll up all the way up?
Yeah, you gotta scroll up.
Or scroll down and just hit show run and spacebar so it goes up and I don't see what password you typed in.
That's good.
Okay?
Alright.
Alright, good. Cool. So, I'm Joe Hacker. I have service password encryption runner, right? So if I do show run, right, on that enable password, you didn't put it in there.
I did.
Oh, okay. All right. Service password encryption. All right, now there we go. I'll pretend I didn't see that. Okay, so I'm in R2. I have to exit out. Now I gotta go back into R1. I'm gonna start my capture again. That's right. Okie doke. So, just make sure I get some packets going here. Refresh. Alright, good. Got a good capture running. Now, I'm going to log in. So I will telnet to him, log in as root, do my show run. Alright. Now, if I'm Joe Hacker, and I follow that TCP string, that telnet, I got your username, I got your password, I got your configuration. Oh, but wait, hey look, I'm smart. You don't have my enable password. Now yeah, it was privilege level, but you don't have my enable password. Okay, so let's just say for argument's sake this is a TFTP transfer instead of actually somebody using shell to log in. I still captured this. I'm good, right? I got that's encrypted, you can't see it. No, it's alright. Back here. That's encrypted. Go to my usernames are my user passwords are encrypted, right? Solid, right? Let's take a look. Copy. IFM Cisco password cracker. Real quick Google search. Tired of Cal Poly. Own. What? Yeah. You just have to know, knowledge is power. You just have to know what to do. Now, to make that a little bit harder, instead of using Level 7 encryption. Take your enable password out and use an enable secret instead. Okay? So if you do that, you now see that your hash has changed to a MD5 hash, and it has lowercase, uppercase, numeric, special characters. That's a lot harder to crack. It's not impossible. But you don't have an online cracking tool that just kind of pops up. You have to put it through some sort of rainbow table or something of that nature. Okay? Questions? No questions? You guys are the quiet group. The 6 to 8 class, it's like this chatty is all get out. It's too tired, 8 o'clock is too late for class. I get that complaint a lot. I'd rather like teach CIS 101 at 8 o'clock.
Teaching that class?
Yeah. So anyway, now that's just some examples of why it's very important to have solid infrastructure hardening. Okay, this is also the time of year that I love to troll around Starbucks because people are doing stuff out on an open network with no encryption that I find just mind-boggling that they're doing at Starbucks on Saturdays and Sundays. They're doing their taxes, right? If you don't think anybody is not sniffing, oh, I have a solid connection to the IRS. No. Think again. It's not too hard to crack a password at Starbucks. All right. I'm one of those people that still does his taxes, pencil and paper, licks an envelope, puts a stamp on it, and mails it in. Knock on wood, I haven't been audited yet. So, speaking of which, the 19th, I'm not going to be here. That's going to be the night. There's going to be a little bit of change in the syllabus. David Hunter, an alum from the CIS program, former CCDC co-captain from a few years back, and he also now works for me at NIC, is going to be teaching the wireless security class in here. It's really good. He's trying to work with the facility to get some APs for you guys to come in and actually configure some wireless networks and put in encryption and usernames and passwords and all kinds of other good cool stuff. But since I won't be here for that, one of the things that I always like to tout about the wireless security portion of the class is my complex home wireless network. One, it was a challenge to kind of create and put together and have fun with. Two, it drives my kids. You know, it's one of those things where you get up to be my age, and usually the kids are smarter than the parents, especially when it comes to technology. Not so in my household. Okay? Trust me, I have kept my teenagers in line because I have threatened them not with grounding or taking the car away or taking friends. I have threatened them with viruses and keyloggers and malware. You have no privacy in my household. So, Time Warner connection. I have a DOCSIS modem, 3.0. It comes into my Cisco 871 router. I have a Cisco 1142 AP, hangs off of it. And I have 2 servers. I have a 2008 box, that is my Active Directory. I have a 2003 box that runs ACS, Cisco ACS, that is my AAA server. I also have Splunk running on this. Okay, I have a couple of PCs. I have several PCs that hang off of it, and I have, PCs and laptops that hang off the wireless. The wireless is WPA2 Enterprise with AES TKIP authentication, and I'm using PEEP, which we'll get into later on, for authentication of the access point. Why I do that is to make sure that no other access point can bridge over into mine and gain, like could do a DHCP man-in-the-middle attack and gain access to my network. Okay? So my users have to authenticate to their Active Directory account. I have the ACS server. I have this logging to Splunk, which is acting as a syslog server. I have these logging to Splunk for their event logs and security logs. I have the AP logging to Splunk. I have everybody running a host-based firewall as well. I use Trend Micro. So all of my communication has at least 3 or 4 layers of security. This is also running CBAC, which we'll learn about here later on, which is doing egress filtering. Forgot about that in last class. I just set that up recently. So I'm actually not watching traffic that's coming into my network, I'm watching traffic that's leaving my network as well. Okay? The access point not only has that, it has a MAC filter. So that's not too hard to defeat, but it's another hurdle for everybody to cross. My next door neighbor. Linksys router, password Linksys. Open up. Whose network are you going to jump on? You don't want to go on my network? Are you intimidated?
It's like a challenge.
Okay, as I've told everybody, this is easy. This is a challenge. Is it defeatable? Yes. You have enough processing power, RAM, and time. But you have to be close to my house. So if I see a van outside of my house parked for more than a few hours, I pretty much go knock on the door with a baseball bat in one hand, my 44 in the other, and my German Shepherd standing behind me. So, not that it's ever happened before. I take my NetSec serious, man. Questions? All right. If you don't have any questions for me, is there any questions on Lab 1? You guys wonder why Cal Poly wins the cyber defense competition every year. Go figure. Okay, Lab 1 is due Thursday, beginning of class. Email me, or you can print it out and bring it in, whichever one you want. I don't mind. I will see you here.